Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Worcester Police Department, I welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the Worcester Police Academy Class 0125. My name is Captain Christopher Murphy. I'll be leading you through this morning's events. Opening today's ceremony is Worcester Police Officer Sean Lovely and the Worcester Police Department Color Guard. At this time, I ask you to remain standing for the national anthem, which will be performed by Worcester Police Officer Tom Hurley.
Hurry, set! Oh!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
As I remain standing for the invocation, I'd like to ask Police Chaplain Father Jonathan Slavinskis to come up for the invocation.
Let us pray. God of justice and mercy, we gather today in the city of Worcester to mark a sacred milestone in the lives of these new police officers, men and women who have answered the call to serve, protect, and uphold the peace of our communities. We thank you for sustaining them through the challenges of their training, the discipline of formation, and the building of character. As they begin this noble vocation, grant them wisdom in uncertainty, courage in danger, and compassion in every encounter. Bless their families whose support has brought them to this moment, and the instructors and mentors who have shaped their paths. May the ceremony be more than a celebration. May it be a call to service anchored in justice, integrity, and respect for all people. Be with us now in this time of gratitude and hope. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Father. You may be seated. Good morning. I'd like to thank you all for being here for this very important occasion. Class, you made it. Congratulations. I want to thank... Yeah. I want to thank our boss, Police Chief Paul Saucier, and retired Deputy Chief Sean Fleming for their support and guidance, not only throughout the academy, but on a daily basis, as well as Deputy Chief M. Begin, Deputy Chief Kyle Supernor, and Deputy Chief Ken Davenport. I'd like to recognize those dignitaries here sharing this moment with us today. Our Chief Paul Saucier, City Manager Eric Batista, our Mayor, the Honorable Joseph Petty, Public Safety Chairperson, Councilor Kate Toomey, Massachusetts Undersecretary for Law Enforcement, Gina Kwan, Municipal Police Training Committee Executive Director, Rick Rathbun, Municipal Police Training Committee Chief of Training, Andrea Nardone, District Attorney Joseph Early, Auburn Police Chief Todd Lemon, and Holden Police Chief Tim Sherblom. And to all of you, the family and friends, and fellow officers that are here to support, and the foundation for these officers, for not only for this class, but for all of us, so I thank all of you. I must acknowledge this incredible Academy training staff who sits here in front of you today. The staff was led by Sergeant Tim Seeger, whose qualities are much too long to list. He's an experienced leader who is relied upon by all, particularly me. Tim, I want to thank you. This team is the best assembled, the cream of the crop. You couldn't convince me otherwise. I thank you for your hard work, your time, your efforts, and your friendship. I saw how much you cared for this group and that they were trained to the highest of standards. We appreciate you all. Thank you. Way back on that cold Monday, January 13th, I know you all remember that day, we had 26 unsure, a bit scared, nervous individuals who quickly found out that on day one it is no picnic. They persevered through the stress, the physical training, the rigorous academic training, and the lack of sleep. They crammed an enormous amount of material into 6 months. Subject matters such as criminal law, constitutional law, motor vehicle law, domestic violence, hate crimes, crime scenes, sexual assault, firearms, active shooter, CPR, taser training, use of force, de-escalation, water safety. I could go on and on. And I'm sure I'm leaving many out. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Not to mention they had an additional DEI training from the city's Chief Equity Officer, Kevin Levancy. And Chief Saucier implemented 40 hours of CIT, Crisis Intervention Training, for this academy and all those going forward. The training does not end for them today. They will go through 12 weeks of field training with an FTO, where they will put these skills to work. Exactly. But this class also gave much, much more. They showed their involvement in the community already. They voluntarily participated in reading in the schools. They took the polar plunge for Special Olympics in the frigid weather. They marched as a unit in the St. Patrick's Day Parade. They ran together with the Boylston ROC class to support the Ron Tarantino 5K road race. And they assisted Officer Sean Lovely by placing flags and markers in Notre Dame Cemetery in honor of veterans on Memorial Day. In fact, just this past Saturday, the Worcester recruits came in to assist the Detective Bureau and CSU in searching for a firearm. And of course, they found it. You name it, they stepped up. You have made the brave choice of being Worcester's, Holden's, and Auburn's finest. Know that you are trained and ready to meet the challenges ahead, whatever they may be. Remember that you now represent us all. You hold the badge of honor and the trust of the community. You should be proud of yourselves. We are very proud of you. I congratulate you and wish you well on this rewarding journey. I'd like to bring up our first speaker. I'd like to invite our chief, Worcester Police Chief Paul Saucier, to the podium for his remarks.
Thank you. Congratulations, Class 0125, on your remarkable achievement completing the Worcester Police Academy. Today, I proudly welcome 18 new officers from the Worcester Police Department family, along with 3 officers from Auburn and 1 from Holden. I also want to recognize and thank your families. Your steadfast support throughout this demanding journey has been invaluable. Our training staff. The Worcester Police training staff is recognized as one of the finest in the nation. Watching their commitment, skill, and mentorship as they shape this class has been nothing short of inspiring. As you now begin one of the most challenging and essential jobs in the world, never forget why you chose this path. Every single day is an opportunity to strengthen your community, to grow as individuals, and to uphold the ideals that brought you here. You will witness moments no human being should have to see, and yet it will be you. It will be you who steps forward to restore order, protect the vulnerable, and offer compassion when it is needed most. I won't pretend this road will be easy, but what I can promise is that your work will matter deeply. Law enforcement remains one of the few professions with the power to change lives in an instant. In someone's darkest moment, you may be the one light they see. Be steady, be strong, be someone they can rely on. Responding to those calls also comes with the lasting effects of repeated exposure to trauma and the toll it can take on your mental health. Know this, as a department and as a city, we are committed to supporting you. You will not face this path alone. We are here to ensure you not only serve, but endure. You will also face scrutiny. The public may question your actions, and some days, despite your best efforts, mistakes will happen because you are human. In those moments, hold fast to the wisdom of Theodore Roosevelt, who made the Man in the Arena speech in 1910, and it still holds true today. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. From this moment on, you are in the arena. Congratulations and stay safe.
Thank you, Chief. I'd like to invite our city manager, Eric Batista, to the podium.
Everyone, it's a pleasure to be here today, and I want to extend my sincere congratulations to today's graduates. I also extend my gratitude to all of you. The duties of a police officer are not easy, and we are at a time when these positions, your positions, are in the spotlight more than ever before. But you play a crucial role in maintaining the safety of the city. Through the hard work of the department, Worcester remains one of the safest mid-sized cities in the country. While even one homicide is too many, the low number for the second largest city in New England this year shows the impact this department has in the community. Several efforts contribute to that impact, The department has confiscated more than 40 guns connected to crimes so far in 2025, 16 of which were confiscated by our new crime gun intelligence unit. The police department had also been engaging with the community in different ways. This year, the department started the Worcester Police Scholar Engagement Program in the Worcester Public Schools and went to 32 schools to speak to 2,000 students about the potential consequences of gang membership, social media use, and drug involvement. The department also interacted with youth through existing programs like the Power League Basketball, Worcester Police and Clergy Youth Mentoring, and the Arts and Music Police Partnership Programs. Officers engaged with the public by getting out of their cars and walking their beats, more than 20,000 hours of community engagement patrols. They got to know the residents and their beats and let the residents know and get to know them as well. I am laying all of this out for you now because I want to highlight how important the work of building relationships with the community is. It should be one of the most important efforts you undertake as a police officer because you yourself are part of your community and you can serve it better if you can put in an effort to build trust and also relationships. I call on all 22 of you graduating officers today to work to engage and connect with the community you serve so you can better serve them whether you are serving here in Worcester, Auburn, or in Holden. I want to thank all the members of the Worcester Police Department for all the work they do every day and they're doing to connect with the community. I want to thank the Chief Saucier and the Academy staff and the trainers for your dedication in preparing today's graduates for the future as police officers. And I want to know you are the first class to receive diversity and equity inclusion trainings for the city of Worcester. I know this training will help you in your efforts to connect with the community. I also want to thank all of you for choosing to undertake months and months of training that tested both your physical endurance and your mental resilience. You've learned how to think like a police officer with quick and critical decision making, how to show restraint in the face of opposition. You are entering the force at a time of rapidly changing institutions of thought and technology, which presents both new benefits but also new challenges. Law enforcement remains in the spotlight and at the center of many policy conversations. But you are resilient, equipped to adapt, and trained to expect the unexpected. As the next generation of police officers, you will be looked upon as mentors and guardians. While your actions will be scrutinized, like the chief has mentioned and others, by some, they will be also emulated by many. And we, myself, the chief, the mayor, the council, will support you through it all. Your friends and families will also serve as your support system, and I want to thank them for that. As a husband and a father, I know how important it is to have the support and encouragement of your loved ones. They mean everything. They make a big sacrifice, as we do, and give us hope and strength when we need it most. And with that said, today it's only about extending thanks and congratulations. Today you will be making a commitment to the city and to the people of Worcester. So let me briefly tell you what I and your chief expect from you. We expect professionalism, diligence, honesty, and compassion. We expect you to conduct yourselves in a way that represents the best of the Worcester Police Department and the city of Worcester. And we will be there to hold you accountable to that. Because every time you put on the uniform, you represent not only yourself and not only the Worcester Police Department, you represent the entire city of Worcester and your families. I know you won't let us down, so congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. I'd like to invite our mayor, the Honorable Joseph Petty, to the podium.
Thank you, Captain, and good morning, everyone. I want to thank you for being here, and congratulations to the
2025 Class -1 of the Worcester Police Officers. We have police officers, 18 for which are the city of Worcester, 3 of which are joining the town of Auburn, 1 who's joining the town of Holden. I just want to welcome those chiefs who are on stage with us today. And I also want to congratulate Captain Murphy, his first class. Job well done. And I've known Captain Murphy for over 40 years. And there's probably nobody better to do this job. And I want to recognize Chief Saucier and the staff and for everything they do and what they're doing for the Worcester Police Department, for our community. As the manager and chief has said, it is all about community. And we have your backs. We're going to support you when you're out there as a mayor, as a city council, as the city manager. And it's good to work with the community. And this chief is probably nobody better right now to do this job. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of what we hope will be a lifelong commitment to serving our community. You have worked through a grueling training process to finally come to this day. Some of you have faced additional challenges to make this graduation even more meaningful. Today it is our pleasure to welcome you to a life-changing career. We are now part of a distinct few willing to run towards crisis where others are running away. You now embody the meaning of sacrifice. You all worked hard and came together to grow as a unit. And you graduate today as police officers. You have chosen to carry on the legacy of an incredibly noble profession that requires physical and mental strength, as well as a tremendous amount of compassion and empathy. However, the benefits of this lifestyle will bring you laughter, joy, and a sense of fulfillment that is hard to find elsewhere. The training you have received only marks the beginning of a lifetime of learning. You will find mentors within the department that will challenge you to be better and to help you grow. Your fellow officers will become an extension of your family who will celebrate your triumphs and help you through times of difficulty. Together, you are unstoppable. In closing, I hope that you remember your why on your hard days. As a public servant myself, I advise anyone who chooses to serve our community to never give up. Our work together is for the betterment of the city we love and the community that has made us who we are. Know that you represent a long line of people who have fought to keep the city safe. Thank you in advance for everything you do. And I want to congratulate also the families and friends. They're going to need your support as they advance in their careers here in the Worcester Police Department. And again, congratulations to the class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would now like to invite the chairperson of the Standing Committee on Public Safety, Councilor Kate Toomey, to the podium.
Thank you so very much. Good morning, everyone. How are you? It's a good day? All right. Good morning, City Manager, Chief Saucier, distinguished state law enforcement executives and local chiefs, DA Early, Father Slavinskas, Worcester Police Department Academy administration and staff, President of NEPBA Local 911, families, friends, and most importantly, our graduating recruit class of 01-25. As Chair of Public Safety Standing Committee in the City of Worcester, I'm honored to share and celebrate with you the significant accomplishment of the Worcester Police Academy. You started as a class of 26, but graduated as a class of 22 due to your diligence and your commitment and dedication. You'll now go on to serve and protect the City of Worcester and the towns of Auburn and Holden. And I might add that this is probably the most incredibly diverse class that we've had, and it's so wonderful to see this representation. Yes, you can clap. That's good. I want to especially thank Chief Saucier and his command staff, Academy administration, and instructors for the outstanding training that they provided you with. These officers are renowned for their professionalism and dedication to training you to be members of one of the best and most highly regarded police departments in the country, for continued professional development and professionalism that is instilled in every police officer from day one. So please join me for a round of applause, and Academy instructors, if you'd please stand to be recognized. You deserve the applause that you're about to get. Thank you. This is also, as you've heard, the first class to have had DEI training, which, as you've seen, is a perfect complement to community policing, enabling you to use what you learned to build trust among our diverse population. Without trust, you can't do your job. And I want to extend a huge thank you to your families for supporting and encouraging you in your quest to become defenders of the law and protectors of the peace, especially during the past few years. They'll continue to worry about you, and you will have to make sacrifices with missed family events, so make sure that you're nothing less than honorable and above reproach. I'm sure you've realized by now that being a Worcester police officer isn't just a job. There's something incredibly special that's shared within the force. The job creates another dimension of family. To your family, please know that to get the men and women before us to that point, the incredibly gifted instructors have created a finely tuned machine that can react innately to the challenges police work puts before them. Families, please continue to support your new law enforcement officers with all you have. This is a most difficult job emotionally and physically. You are all now a part of the Worcester City family. Band together and support each other in everything. Reach out to other family members and other members for support, advice, and don't forget to celebrate the great moments in your lives. Every day is precious. I come from a long line of Worcester police officers. Yes, here it is. And because of that heritage, I wanted to be a police officer myself. And I took the exam in the early 80s, but a 98 wasn't sufficient to get on the force in Boston, even for a female. But here I am today, perhaps in my best role, supporting you. In fact, I just realized this is my 10th anniversary as Chair of Public Safety, a role which I cherish, and I'm grateful to the Mayor for his trust. My great-grandfather was a traffic cop at Harrington Corner back in the 1920s, not 2020. Of his 10 children, 4 became police officers, 1 in Auburn, 3 in Worcester, including my grandfather, Sergeant Jack Tinsley. A reporter wrote about my grandfather after he died at a young age, that he had a skill that is much needed by a police officer: common sense, which isn't very common. He was tough but fair, compassionate yet purposeful, and he understood the importance of community policing. Back then they called it walking the beat. And while he was tough, he would give the shirt off his back for anyone truly in need. He knew you needed to know the community to keep them safe. Recruit class, you are amazing. Really, I look up to you. I am in awe of you. The fact that knowing the changes in police reform, the changes in public sentiment regarding law enforcement, you still chose to become a police officer is testament to the extraordinary public servants you already are. Here you are showing the passion, commitment, and tenacity to protect and serve the public. Your dedication to your dream, your continued sense of purpose, your unwavering belief that being a police officer is an honorable vocation that has driven you to success today. Be the person that you would like to admire most. In your role as a police officer, you need to be diverse in skills and knowledge. Your actions will have lifelong consequences for the citizens you deal with. You'll need to protect victims by ensuring that they're given the best protection law enforcement can offer. Along with patrolling assigned areas, you'll act as first responders as you perform emergency CPR, use life-saving techniques in all weather and accident situations, providing Narcan for someone who's OD'd, or work with families amid domestic violence, one of the toughest calls you go on. You're a witness to violent assaults, first on the scene of a murder or a tragic accident. You help people from all walks of life. You need knowledge of the laws, excellent communication, mediation skills, reasoning, critical thinking skills under extreme pressure. You'll learn from your sergeants and more seasoned officers, ask questions. You've chosen to be a member of an elite group which has the courage to go into a situation when others are running away. You will need strong values, loyalty, and honesty. Continue your own professional development. There's so much more to learn. Help each other out and share those skills. Over the years, as Chair of Public Safety, I've made sure, along with my colleagues, that you have the tools you need to do the job right and safely. I've watched and learned firsthand about the difficulties you'll face when you go on a call. I see and listen so that I, along with the mayor, my colleagues, and the city manager, can ensure you'll have everything you need to keep our citizens and yourselves safe. From your vests to body cams to weapons to latest technology with ShotSpotter and drones, I've advocated that you have the tools you need to do the job right and safely. Never forget that you're a public servant. You're the hero to some and an intrusion to others. Your actions, both on and off the job, are reflective of your position in the city. While you are the law, you are not above the law. These days, you are under a microscope, and your behavior reflects not only on you, but upon the entire city and the department. I must add that I hope that you'll choose to stay and raise your family here in Worcester and be invested in your neighborhood and know it like no other. We empower you with maintaining the peace in our community for all. We appreciate that you'll be out there every day putting yourselves on the line. It's always been a dangerous career, but it's become even more so these days. Watch over each other. Most of all, thank you for your courage and desire to serve and protect our citizens. God bless each one of you every day, and as Chair of Public Safety, I have your backs. Let's stay safe out there. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. I'd like to invite our District Attorney, Worcester County District Attorney, Joseph Early, to the podium.
Good morning. I want to be brief. You guys, you men and women just got through one of the hardest times of your lives. I look at these guys who were training you, not an ounce of fat on any of them. This must have been a lot of fun. Congratulations on where you are. Congratulations on what you're going to do. I heard the mayor mention your why. It's something we talk about over at the DA's office. You know what you do. Now you're police officers, or you're about to be. You serve and you protect. But why do you do it? You do it because you want to help people. You want to make life better for them, for your families. When you know why you do it, your what becomes more impactful because you're walking in purpose. Law enforcement jobs, public safety jobs are tough jobs. I can guarantee you this. It won't be easy, but it's going to be rewarding. You're going to get criticized. Welcome to the club. My dad said to me when I ran for the job, Joey, if you can't accept criticism, don't run for the job. It's part of life, and everyone's got an opinion. One of the ways I've heard it said to be successful is if you don't mind getting out of bed in the morning, you go to work and help people and make a buck doing it, you're a success. Never underestimate the effect that you're going to have on young kids. You went to read, good for you. That's just tremendous. We do everything at the DA's office with an instruction. Show empathy and compassion, stay within the law. But prevention is more powerful than prosecution. Believe me when I tell you. We got involved with the Drug Endangered Children Alliance, and there was a police officer, Eric Nation. He told us he used to be one of the guys when he'd go on arrest on a search warrant, on a drug arrest or something like that, they'd look at the kids and say, see you in 15 years. Now, just the opposite. They deal with the trauma that the kids deal with, and that's a hot button thing. Your police department has a program called Handle with Care, where you're trained, and we do the trainings that when you go into a house on a search warrant, a domestic violence incident, a shooting, a stabbing, or an overdose, you call the school the next day with a 3-word message, Johnny Jones, Handle with Care. And the difference this makes is that helps keep that kid out of the criminal justice system. Because we know kids with high A scores, adverse child experience scores, are 50% more likely to be involved in the criminal justice system, are 50% more likely to have a drug addiction, and you can make that difference. The chief said you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. People in the public like to jump on them. But you know something? We can always do better. Learn from your mistakes. Just a couple other things. Your name, your reputation, your character mean everything. Guard them zealously. It's all you have. My father told me that time and time again. It's all, your word is all you got, Joe. Guard it. He also said, be a good listener. And this is one of the most important things you can ever do. And I can guarantee you right now, I can make you a better police officer if you watch a TED Talk. It's called Celeste Headley, 10 Ways to Have a Better Conversation. And she has a great point in it where she says, no person ever listened their way out of a job. Think about that. It's the yeah buts that are going to kill you. Yeah buts to an officer or supervisor when they're instructing you really don't go over all that well. So as you go out there and you deal with the public, remember, you're not alone. Your families are huge. They're making the sacrifice you're making. You have to talk to them. You have to include them. And you have to spend as much time with your kids as you possibly can. This is about you today, but it was interesting yesterday. I drove by a scene where we had a quadruple murder. Since then, we've convicted the person, Matthew Locke, who committed the quadruple murder, but it still was triggering. And you're going to get those type of things. When those come back to you, you've got to talk. Talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk about the things that bother you, because we're all human. Thank you for the opportunity to address you today, and I wish you all the best in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Early. At this time, I'd like to invite the class president, Michael J. Nugent, to the podium for his address.
Good morning, everyone. Today marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another. We stand here not only as graduates of the Police Academy, but as men and women who have answered the call to serve in our community. Over the past 6 months, we have been tested physically, mentally, and emotionally. We've been pushed to our limits, challenged to lead, and taught to make decisions. We've learned the law, trained in tactics, practiced discipline, and grown together. What once felt like a group of strangers has become a family. To our instructors, thank you. You have poured your experience, your patience, and your wisdom into us. You held us accountable and to the standard of the best men and women Massachusetts has to offer. You didn't train us just to be officers. You trained us to be the leaders and examples for our community. To our families and loved ones, thank you. Thank you for your unwavering support. You stood by us during long nights and early mornings, through the fatigue and frustration, offering encouragement when we needed it the most. This achievement is yours too. And to my fellow classmates, we made it. Today, we trade in our recruit status for the badge and an oath. But let us remember, this badge is not a symbol of power, it is a symbol of trust. The community places its faith in us to act with fairness, courage, and compassion, even when no one is watching. The world we are stepping into is complex. We will face moments that challenge us. But we have been equipped not just with training, but with purpose. And when in doubt, we must return to that purpose, to serve with honor, to protect with strength, and to always act with integrity. Congratulations, Class 0125. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. I would now like to ask Chief Saucier and Sergeant Seeger to come forward to present the Academy Achievement Awards. The first award being presented is the Academic Achievement Award. This award is given to the recruit who achieved the highest overall GPA of the class. This award is being presented to Jobeth Pacheco, Jr. Congratulations. Our next award is the Marksmanship Award. It's given to the recruit who had the highest score in marksmanship. This award is being presented to Junior M. Hernandez. Congratulations. Next is the Physical Fitness Award. That is given to the recruit who had the highest overall scores in physical fitness. This award is being presented to our president, Michael Nugent. Congratulations. Last but certainly not least is our Academy Directors Award. This award is presented to the recruit who showed the most overall improvement, who possessed the highest level of excellence in all areas of the Academy. The Academy Directors Award is being presented to Edward T. Hughes, Jr. Congratulations. Chief Saucer and Sergeant Siegel will now award the diplomas, and we will have the pinning of the badge. Representing the Worcester Police Department, Luis Alves Mendez. Being pinned by his mom, Emanuela, and dad, Louis. Alex Burbano. Being pinned by his mom, Deanaris. Angel Diaz. Being pinned by our own uncle, Richard Burgos, his mom, Evelyn, and his girlfriend, Dana. Demeek Edmonds. Being pinned by his sister Beatrice, brothers Tyrone and Ransford, his dad Samuel, and his friend Samuel. Ryan Egan. Being pinned by his fiancée, Sarah. Vincent Gripper. Being pinned by his mother, Karen, stepdad, Nate, and daughter, Evelina. Hey, good job. Junior Hernandez. Being pinned by his wife, Angie, and his daughter, Marianne. Edward Hughes. Being pinned by his wife, Mackenzie, and his children, Evelyn and Carter. Malachi Jackson. Being pinned by his grandmother Mary. Jonathan Jimenez Rivas. Being pinned by his mom Jacqueline and his girlfriend Callie. Nicholas Lee. Being pinned by his dad, Van. Good job. John Marcano Torres. Being pinned by his girlfriend, Patricia. Michael Nugent. Being pinned by his wife, Sharisa, and his children, Callie and Casey. Derek Obroni Day. Being pinned by his wife Elizabeth, his children Giselle, Blessin, and Derry. Christine Ortiz. Being pinned by her mom, Johanna, her dad Daniel, and her son Levi. Good save. Jobeth Pacheco Jr. Being pinned by his dad Jobeth, mom Shakira, sister Carrie Beth. Marco Trotto. Being pinned by his dad, Mark. Anthony Vong. Being pinned by his mom, Wynn, and his dad, Tom. Representing the Auburn Police Department, Grace Griffin. Being pinned by her mom, Laurie, her dad, Chris, and her boyfriend, Brandon. Patrick Montague. Being pinned by his mom, Lisa, and his dad, Bill. Good job, Chris. Congratulations. Alexander Ortiz Torres. Being pinned by his mom, Leslie, and his dad, Oscar. representing the Holden Police Department, Dion Osei Sarpong. Being pinned by his mom, Agnes, his dad, Isaac, and his brother, Sean. It's tough to say goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Worcester Police Academy Class 0125. I would like to ask our city manager, Eric Batista, to come forward for the swearing-in.
Can't go yet. It's the most important thing. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. That I shall faithfully execute the duties of my office. The ordinances of the City of Worcester. The laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And the directives of my supervisor. So help me God. Congratulations. Welcome to the family.
I'd like to ask Father Slavinskas to come up for the benediction.
And Richard, please stand. Let us pray. Gracious and loving God, as we conclude this ceremony, we ask your continued blessing upon these newly sworn officers of the Worcester Police Department. May they carry forward the values they have embraced: courage, compassion, and commitment to the common good. Shield them as they shield others. In moments of trial, give them clarity. In moments of conflict, grant them calm. In every moment, let them remember the oath they have taken to serve with dignity and justice. Bless their families, their fellow officers, and all who stand with them in this vocation. May the unity forged here carry them through every challenge ahead. Send us forth with healthy pride, humility, and a renewed commitment to the safety and service of this city we love. We ask all these things in your name. Amen.
This concludes our graduation ceremony. I'd like to thank all of our honored guests for attending, and a special thank you to all you family and friends for your support and attendance in celebrating the Academy class. I ask that everyone remain in their seats while the class files out. Thank you again.
All right.